Joe Biden was handed the one-finger salute by the EU just days into his presidency as the bloc chose to show his alliance with China, rather than the US, commentators claim. President Biden's election marked the beginning of a new era in international relations for the US. He has already signaled a major departure from his predecessor Donald Trump through his first executive orders. He has chosen to rejoin the International Paris Agreement on climate change and promised to try to bring the US and Iran into compliance over the 2015 nuclear deal. Downing Street is also holding its breath for a trade deal with the States now that the UK is completely out of the EU. However, as Mr. Biden's close friend and former President Barack Obama noted before the EU referendum, our focus is in negotiating with a big bloc, the European Union, to get a trade agreement. Mr. Obama, who chose Mr. Biden to be his vice president, also claimed, the UK is going to be back of the queue. Yet, the post-Brexit relationship between the US and the EU already appears to be on unsteady ground. The bloc chose to sign an investment deal with China at the end of last year before the Biden administration was even in office. European exports were pulled to China's large market, overriding objections from the White House to wait or to consider the nation's divisive approach to the Uyghurs or democracy in Hong Kong. Europe correspondent, Matt Karnishnig, claimed that this deal with China implies the bloc is not intent on building a relationship with the U.S. in a piece entitled, Europe Gives U.S. President Joe Biden a One-Finger Salute. Writing in Politico, he explained, Biden, a dyed-in-the-wool transatlanticist, pushed all the right buttons, stroking the continent's bruised ego after 4 years of relentless abuse. But, Mr. Karnishnig said, given the opportunity in recent weeks to show the Biden administration it was serious about geostrategic collaboration, Europe opted instead to show Washington the finger. He claimed that what worries Washington is that Europe is walking into a trap with its eyes wide open, by going into an alliance with China, one of the U.S. largest rivals. Former aide to George W. Bush, Peter Ruff, even claimed in a report last week that China has a long-term strategy of turning Europe into an unwitting network of Chinese tributary states, by appealing to the continent in language crafted for Western ears. He added, the master strategists behind it envision Europe as a Switzerland on steroids, economically relevant but politically non-aligned. It is a stark contrast to the future envisioned by the Biden administration.